At KLA, we believe moving is an indispensable part of learning and thinking. Unfortunately, in the world, we seem to compartmentalize that learning is learning and it happens in the classroom, and movement is movement and it happens in the gym. However, at KLA, we know that the most effective learning will happen when these two are integrated. We all know the physical benefits of exercise. Research shows that even standing instead of sitting increases oxygen levels and heart rate to the brain. At KLA, we've studied three main areas that we have seen show improvement from movement being integrated to learning, and these are brain growth, active cognition, and motivation and memory. Learning with movement helps your brain grow. Think about how babies learn about their environment. They're always climbing and crawling, exploring, tasting, and touching. All of that sensory input makes neural connections in our brains. Even as we grow up, we need more of those neural pathways to be connected so we can continue to learn. When we use movements even as grown-ups, we are subconsciously predicting and planning and thinking ahead, making a goal of where our next step is going to be and implementing and executing that action. Those skills can be transferred over to academic learning. Learning with movement also helps with active cognition. We've all had the experience of reading through a page of material, and at the end of the page, we have no idea what we just read. But movement can anchor that learning into our minds. We consciously think about what we just read when we even do something small like highlight, or are doodling or writing or taking notes, or talking about what we just read. The movements of using our eyes and our hands and our mouths will help us remember the things we are learning. Learning with movement enhances motivation and memory. It's not natural for children to sit still all day long when their bodies are aching to learn and explore and make those neural connections. It will ease their frustration and increase memory if we can break up the learning into small pieces and have movement breaks. We all know that we learn best and remember best the first thing that we hear in a lesson and also the last thing we hear. And so by having smaller chunks of learning, we are more able to recall first and last that we have learned. And at KLA, we implement this philosophy into all of our tutoring sessions. We've done the research, and numerous studies show that children benefit from incorporating learning with movement. They show academic improvement, higher test scores, and more growth and progress on all academic areas. We know it especially is beneficial for children who struggle with attention deficit or have learning disabilities. Learning with movement is not just a catchphrase to us. It is what we believe in, and the research has shown that this is what is best for students.